Okay, hello Dala Horse group. We are going to make a Dala Horse today, and this is kind of what a finished Dala Horse looks like. Put this off to the side. To get started, we need 5 popsicle sticks and some tape. So first you need just 2, put the others off to the side. And you need a piece of tape. Okay, you can lay that tape down. And you're going to put 1 popsicle stick on this side, leave a little space, and put the other popsicle stick on the other side. We're going to do the same with the next 2 popsicle sticks. So I get the tape, then I'm going to put 1 on this side, leave a little space in the middle, and put another popsicle stick on the other side. Next, I am going to put a popsicle stick in the middle. Now these 4 are going to become the legs of the horse. This middle is going to become the back of the horse. So to show you a little bit better what I'm talking about, we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, and then the middle is the back of the horse. So what you do is line them up so it's equal. Okay, set this down in the middle, and then you can put the legs up. Okay, make sure it's stuck. I'll flip it over. Here I go. I have my legs. Now, the tape doesn't always stick as well as we would like it to. So we are going to add a little bit of extra tape. Going to get a little piece here, and you're going to turn it and then place the tape on top and then put it underneath. Someone once told me it's kind of like putting a diaper on your Dala Horse, but we're going to put this in between here and press down. It's like putting a diaper on your Dala Horse, I guess. Okay, we're going to do the same for the front so the legs stay where we want them to stay. Put the tape on top, flip it over, wrap this underneath the bottom of the horse. That'll make it a little more stable. This should be able to stand on its own. Okay. For the next part, we are going to make the neck and the head of the Dala Horse. So let me show you on my finished piece. We're going to make the neck and then the head of the Dala Horse. Okay, so you will need another popsicle stick, and this time we're going to start off by breaking off 1/4 of the popsicle stick. So this is half of a half is 1/4, so break that the best you can. I like to place the spot where I want to break in between my thumbs, press, and it should break. I'm going to tape them like this so it looks like I have a neck and then a head for my horse. Okay, get some tape and begin taping these together how I want my horse head to be. There we go. I'm going to put a little extra tape. Okay, so I have my neck and my head for my horse. Now it's time to attach to the rest of the body. So I'm going to need to tape this either on the side here or in the middle. I'm going to choose the side. I think it might be sturdier to do it this way. Okay, so I need tape, and I'm going to get my head attached to one side of the legs. There we go. Make sure it still stands. even with the head attached. There we go. I'm going to put another piece of tape just so I know that that neck stays where I would like it to. Wrap this around and tape. Okay. In the next step, we are going to add some thickness or weight to our horse, because right now we just have kind of the bones or the skeleton. We are going to do this by adding newspaper. Move this off to the side. So first, you're going to need a piece of newspaper. And I am going to move this out of the way. Rip this in half so I can work with one piece at a time. Alright, I am going to start with the body. Now, even though the skeleton is made out of wood and tape, it is still not that strong, so I need to be careful when I'm doing this newspaper part. I'm going to put, actually, just so you know, I folded this so it can fit around the middle of this horse, and I'm going to wrap it around, give my horse kind of a belly. So I'm wrapping this around. There we go. Now my horse kind of has a belly. And that is not just going to stay on its own, so I need to get a little piece of tape and tape this on. There we go. Make sure it is standing. Good. Okay, the next start is the legs. For the legs, you'll need to rip a piece of newspaper in half. You can see mine was ripped in half here. And then we have to do some rolling. So I'm going to roll this very small. First, you just got to get it started. Then it gets a little easier. Okay, it's all rolled up. I don't want to let go before I tape it. And then I'm going to see how this fits on the leg of my horse. So this should fit right around the popsicle stick, but you'll see that it's pretty long. So you'll need to bend it and find where that popsicle stick is. Oh, I see the end is right there. So I'm going to cut right there. I don't want to cut the popsicle stick. Just want to cut the extra newspaper off. If a little bit of your popsicle stick sticks out, that is totally fine. It'll be like a horse hoof. But now I need to attach this cylinder that I made to the rest of the body. So I'm going to get a little piece of tape and attach. There we go. So I have one leg done. I'm going to do the same for the rest. I'll show you one more time. You have a long piece of newspaper. At first, start to roll it very small. And then keep rolling that as tight as you can. Keep it. Once it's rolled, you are going to tape it so it stays. And then I'm going to do the next leg. Okay. Find where the end of the popsicle stick is. Mine's right here. Just gotta feel. And then chop. Do you chop? Oh, make sure it stands. And then I need to attach that to the body. There we go. The horse is starting to shape up. I'm going to do the same thing for the other. I now have the legs all completed. So they're all wrapped, cut, and my horse still stands. Next, we're going to work on the neck and the face part of the horse. So on my finished Dala Horse, it's the neck and the face. You are going to need a piece of newspaper like this, and we are going to cut a little strip of this newspaper. It's not half, it's a little less than half, you can see, because this would be about half. It's a little less than half of the newspaper. Okay, put that off to the side, and then we're going to start wrapping this around the neck of the horse. You're going to need a piece of tape ready, and we are going to start with one end wrapping around the neck. And it's a lot easier if you measure it, and I see that this is longer than I need. So I'm going to make it even a little bit thinner. I'm going to cut a little bit more off. Oh. Going to measure it. That would be perfect for the neck. Okay, make sure that stays. Now you're going to put this piece of tape at the end of your newspaper. Put the end of the newspaper on one side of the neck, tape it to the neck, and then from there you're carefully going to wrap it around the horse's neck. Okay, there's 1, 2. It's okay if it has some crinkles in it. 3. I'm just straightening it out sometimes. 4. And I think, when I look at my horse, that's a good thickness for the neck. So I'm going to rip off the newspaper. That's okay, I have extra. And I'm going to tape that part. Now I could have avoided having to rewrap this if I would have had tape ready. So sometimes it's good to have tape ready. Wrap this around and tape. Now I'm going to make sure that this new piece that I just added stays onto the body. So I'm going to tape here and here. Attaching my neck to the rest of the body there, and on the other side. Here we go. Alright, starting to look like a horse, except for I need a face. So I ended up having a little bit of extra, and this is very big. It's very thick. If I compare it to the face of my horse, it's almost double of what I need. So I'm going to cut this in half. And then measure it. Oh, that looks very good. So I'm going to do the same thing. Get a little piece of tape, put it on the end here, and stick that to the face. Now it's time to wrap it around. Give my horse a little nose. Then this part where it bends, I'm gonna wrap some around there. And hold that with one hand. Rip tape. And tape that down. Okay, right now I have some pieces sticking up right here. I'm going to smooth that out with a piece of tape. Take a piece of tape and smooth that out a little bit. Just wrap it around. On the end, my nose is kind of open right now. I'm going to close that using another piece of tape, going from this side around. Okay, and pressing it. So now I have my horse. Okay, and if you have any pieces, like right now I have this sticking up, I'm going to just put some tape so I don't really have a lot of pieces sticking up. I want to make sure no pieces are falling off, so I'm going to make sure that my head is connected to my neck with a piece of tape there. Any other pieces? Sometimes in the middle of the legs you might want a piece of tape so they don't fall apart. There you go. And the back, I have some holes. I'm going to fill that in with tape too. Make sure everything is staying where I would like it to. Okay, that is how we construct our horse.